Good evening, everybody. Hello to you from wintry Minnesota. It's actually very, very nice today. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Julie. Welcome, welcome. It's a little late here right now. I have to get used to adjusting the sun is just going down, so it's still kind of light outside at 6 o'clock Central, so quite different. Just since Christmas, we've gained about an hour and 40 minutes or so of daylight just in the afternoon. We add that to the morning too, so that's probably about 3 hours worth of daylight that we've already gained in 2 months. So, hey, Kristen, how are you doing? I know, right? Hey, Debbie Carmi, hello. Henry's honey. Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, Southern Bless. Is this Mac or Patty or both? Sunflower Mom, hello. Hi, Michelle. No worries. I haven't seen anything yet, so I think you're totally okay. Alicia, well, I bet you get spring a little bit quicker where you are because you're closer to the ocean. Here, we really, really won't have it till towards the end of April, so we've got 2 months left. Even though today is like 42 degrees and it was raining and everything's melting. It was, awesome. Oh, Kristen, very good. So you must have frozen out then. Oh, Mac. Oh, okay. Well, Mac, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Oh, that's okay, Michelle. You love the bear share? Oh, as a lot of you know, there's such a story behind this one. So, hey, Matt and Sarah, hello. Hi, Matt. And Rustic Traditions, hello. Good evening to everybody. Your last frost day is the end of April. Yeah, mine, it would be probably around, we go as late as May 20th. So it is, hi, Serenity Hill. Well, that's awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that you can enjoy my live while you're preparing your food. That's awesome. Farm in our backyard, hello. Yeah. So that's, guys, thank you so much for coming in. Residence Homestead, hello. When you say good day, I know that you're from down under, right? And good morning. Jess, I hope you're doing well there. You're just starting to come out of summer, I would imagine, as your fall. How was my week? It was up and down, but it was good. Got a lot accomplished. And hey, Tim, hello to you. And so it was enjoyable for having the temperatures coming up. So that's great. A week ago, we had like our coldest day. So our high was like 18 below zero Fahrenheit. And today we were at 42 above zero Fahrenheit. Oh, okay. Well, Matt, that's not really closer to me at all, but it's a beautiful area up there. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I hope you find what you are looking for. Yeah, we've got some mild days coming up, and then it'll get a little cool again. I don't know that we'll even get below zero this next 10 days or anything, but which is great. But I do see some single digits here and there and stuff, but I know, love the 40s, so. Oh, very good. Very good. I'm so glad that you guys are all doing well. Hey, Christina. You know what? I am so happy for you. That does not bother me one bit because I like it a little cooler. I really do. When it's summer, then it can be warm. When it's February, I don't want 70 degrees. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay for now. Oh, all your snow's gone already, Matt? Wow. Normal rainy day. Yeah, I saw some things coming through in Washington, another system coming off the ocean there. So, hey, Going Green Mom. Megan, how are you doing? Uh, you have a bag of marshmallow in the cabinet. I was wondering how to use it. Awesome. Yes, we're going to get to that. Oh, good, Christina. You know what? That always does feel good. It's one thing I like about early summer when it's changing and we have those warm days. It's like just being out there and just soaking in that sun, soaking in that vitamin D. It is so good. Yes, Tim, having the colors of the flowers coming up and the trees turning green. And by then we've had enough of the white and the brown and gray and black. Oh, Gil, hello. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for coming in. How's the lettuce? It's actually doing pretty well. I don't know. Oh, still too bright. Still too bright. But it's growing. It liked the food that I gave it. So that was a big thing. I think I only missed one day of giving it light this last week. So not too bad. There's a lot of light in this room, but not like direct light like it needs. But Michelle, that is so true. That is so true. Absolutely. Well, got a lot of things going on here, but I'm going to do some mail here. And Alicia and Tim, I'm sorry that I didn't recognize you earlier, like weeks ago, but I did get your card. Thank you so much. And the pictures of your children. So these are Alicia's kids. So thank you so much. It's Caitlin, Corey, and Jacob. And thank you. Thank you. So yes, I'm sorry I didn't let you know. That's some crazy weeks. We should name the lettuce. Oh, we could name it. What should we name it? Sebastian? Is that a good lettuce name? Sebastian? Or should it be feminine? Oh, and then we've got Deb. I know Debbie Carmen, you're in here. I think you're still in here. Card from you. So, oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Debbie. I would read it to you guys, but it's a little bit more personal. But it's such a beautiful card. So thank you, Debbie. Appreciate it so much. And Mac and Patty sent a beautiful card too. And so isn't that nice? So, oh, Survivor. Oh, that's a good one too, Julie. That's a good one too. And Mac, I like your new stickers. These are very, very cool. I love your chicken, your rooster there. That's awesome. It is a very nice sticker. Very nice. Who did these anyway? So thank you, Matt. Thank you. Yeah, it's that's very sweet of you to say. Thanks. Alrighty, and then I don't know who this one is. Let me see. If it's one of you guys. Sticker mule. Okay. You know, I have those in my list of things, but I don't, contacts and stuff. But oh, okay. Alicia and Tim, thank you. Is this a homemade card? It's beautiful. It says Rebecca Lee, Handmade Crafts. So is that you guys, or is that somebody else that you know? But beautiful envelope and everything. Thank you so much. You did make these? Aw, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. You know, it's been great to have this community from Etsy. Okay. Have the community to, you guys rally around me when I'm going through stuff, and I just really appreciate that. You know, it's kind of hard when, you know, I'm out here kind of by myself, and that you guys are there. It's really very, very sweet. I really appreciate that so much. So wonderful cards, wonderful cards. What else do I have here? Oh, before we get to the mallow, there's a couple things I want to show you. Yeah, a lot of show and tell today. Oh, thank you, Alicia. I really appreciate that. I always need them. So last fall, I had gotten some Tatler lids, and they took like 2.5 months to get to me. They finally had gotten to me before, what was it? Before Christmas, I think. And this was after I recovered from COVID. It was like, I haven't gotten those yet. I better call. So anyway, they come and they're just in like a big Ziploc bag, a gallon Ziploc bag. They're just thrown in there. There's nothing else in there. And it was just like, oh, okay. Hey, Caitlin, hello. Oh, thanks, Debbie. I appreciate that. So trying to figure out how to store them and to organize them and everything. And I found these little Ziploc containers here. This is like a 2-cup one, and it fits the gaskets really, really well. And, you know, these rings, now these you can use them, I think 3 times, they said, before you have to replace them. So I'm able to keep them stored here. I have one for wine mouth and one for, oops, one for regular mouth. So this one's bigger and that one's smaller. So anyway, those, and then the lids themselves, using the quart Ziploc containers for some of them. So they come just like a plastic disc like this, and I've not used them yet for canning, not at all, but I have these because these are reusable, and when it's hard to find lids, even though I've got a good stock of lids, these will be a good backup plan, kind of, right? I mean, just, yes. Yep, Arkansas woodcutter, yeah, the Bears. I'm not a Bears fan, but I just have a shirt. So these will be, remember, you always have to have, what is the old saying? It's like, 2 is 1, 1 is none. So if I have all of my one-use lids, my metal lids and everything, and I run out of them, this is a backup. So I will be trying to can in the summer using these once in a while, just to get in the practice of them, different things like that. I mean, they are a little bit of an investment right off, but considering the price of lids right now, it's like, oh, it's crazy. So for the, but it was like going to take me a lot of these containers, because I got 50 of each of them, and this only holds, I think, 19 maybe, 19 or 20 of them. So, oh, Rebecca, I'm so sorry. I will keep them in my prayers. So anyway, I've got these containers that are, they're like a spaghetti container, because this lid you can move to, where is it here? To take some spaghetti out, that kind of thing. So, but they end up being just the right size for my lids. And they hold a whole lot more. And I can just put these on the shelf like this. If I wash them and they're a little damp, I can actually leave this lid open and allow the air to escape so that they don't get all funky. And so anyway, I got these a few weeks ago, and I'm trying to remember if it was Walmart or Amazon. I think it was Walmart, but I'm not sure. And I'm sorry, I didn't have that information ready for you guys. But anyway, that you know, if you can get some Tyler lids and stuff like that, and this is just how I found to be able to store them, because I was tired of this bag just kind of floating around and doing everything else. So, so anyway, to have something that will not use plastic lids with. You know, I don't know yet because I haven't started using them. I don't know. Well, I wouldn't use those for vacuum sealing. Wouldn't do it for dry goods at all. Meat, I don't know. Because it has to process so long, I might just use metal lids for meat. I'm not sure. But that's going to be something that's going to be kind of an experiment for me this next year. And yes, you can pressure can with them, absolutely. But you know, again, I think you can do. I mean, you can really do anything. But I know I have heard that doing vacuum sealing dry goods that they can release a little bit easier than using the metal lids. So so that's the only thing that I heard. Mac, you keep it. Mac, do you want to be a mod? Is that what you're bucking for here? Oh, you're so funny. Oh, you know, you're a wonderful personality here in our community. I just love it. So, all right. Then, before we get into the marshmallow root and the herbs, I just wanted to show you a few of the books that he wants the power. I'm afraid what he might do with it, though, actually. I've showed you guys these before, but these are some of the herbal books that I have. Here's one that's Edible Wild Plants, and that's just a North American field guide. Now, this was printed in 1990, so I know they updated it in 2009, and it has a different look on it. But in the show notes below the live, I included a lot of links for tonight, and where to get this one along with a few others is in there. So, but yes, this one is very, very good. Lots of good pictures, and tells you like any warnings or toxicities, different things like that, and where to find them, their habitat, IDing them, harvest, preparation, what you use them for, different things like that. So that's a really good field guide. Here's another one, Peterson Field Guides for Eastern and Central U.S. Medicinal plants. So for the West Coast, you'd probably get your own. This one has a few more than the other one, but it's really, really good. Again, here's a how-to herb book. And, you know, there's a number of different ones. I mean, there's a lot of people writing herb books. Amy Fuel, I don't have her book right in front of me right now. She has an herb book. She's the one who runs the Homesteaders of America conference. So if you look on Amazon, her book is on there. And then this little one that I probably will never get rid of, it was my grandmother's. Her handwriting is in here, actually. And so you can see how yellowed it is and everything. But lots of, and these are just hand-drawn images and stuff like that. But that was my very, very first herb book that I got from her after she died. So it's kind of cool. Hey, Stringfield Ridge Farm. Teresa, how are you doing? And Howie, hello. Let's say hi to a few people here. Anybody else new? Donna, hello. Oh, pantry inventory and jar. Wow, that's a big job. That is a big job. Farming your backyard, trying to at least learn what's growing wild around you. Yes, exactly. Find out what, even if you're in a yard in a town like me, it's like there is stuff growing wild all the time, and that you can find and figure out what it is and what it's used for. You have a lot of rose hips? Oh, awesome. Those are excellent. Yes, to be able to dry and then kind of chop up, put them in teas. So, oh, you guys are awesome. All right, and then one last book here is, and I've showed this to you before, but as we start, this is my garden tip for tonight, actually. Making sure that you have all of your seeds that you need for this next year, and even doubling up on them, having them for the next year. But order them now before, southern growers have already been getting all their seeds and everything, but the northern growers are going to start this next month. They're going to start ordering like crazy, and a lot of companies will run out. So, make sure that you get them and order them. And then if you can, get a book like this one. It's called Seed to Seed. And it's all about, you can get this on Amazon. It's all about how to save seed properly from every kind of edible plant, whether it's radishes or lettuce or, potatoes or eggplant or whatever, because there's a different process for everything. I mean, like beans are easy, just let them stay out there and dry, and then, shuck them from the pods, and then you've got your seed. But hey, Sandy, hello. Harvest and process rose hips. Have I done rose hips on a live? I don't know that I have. I will make a note of that, Mark, and see if we can do that. So that would be a good one. I do have, I don't know if you've seen it, the others. Oh, good, I'm glad. Yes, it is great for seed saving. I have a whole herb series that I did last summer, maybe 10 or 12 lives or something, that we covered all the herbs that I've been growing. And then tonight we're going to cover marshmallow root, and that is something that I have not grown yet, but I have seeds for, and I'm planning on it. So wanted to kind of get into the swing of things here. Dave, hello. Hello. So, awesome. All right. Thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate that. So, we've saved beans and squash, but others will be new this year. Yeah. Got your seeds and your seed book as well, just waiting for spring. Your microgreens. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, I have seeds from microgreens. It's been a weird winter, so I was actually experimenting with my lettuce and trying to get that to grow. So it's actually doing really well. They liked having some nutrition, which helps any live thing grow, right? Okay, so a lot of the things I'm going to be covering here tonight and everything is is part of the links that I put below in the description, below the video. And so I think I have, yes, I have one that's all about marshmallow root. Another one's how to grow it. And another one that are books on how to use it for the different medicinals and different things like that. Oh, Matt, oh, that's awesome. That'll help out a lot. That's great. Thanks, Howie. And then I put in 2 links for places that you can actually buy it. And that's what I did last year, and that's why I've kind of been not in a rush to grow it at this point, because I've got 1 pound of marshmallow root, which is going to last me a long time. But this is organic marshmallow root, and it's all dried and cut and sifted. It is from Monterey Bay Company. Rose Mountain Herbs also has very similar, but for 1 pound it was like $8.50. So, which isn't bad at all. This is going to last me a long time, considering that it's got like pretty specific uses that you to have and everything. Yes, you're right, Howie. It's good for gut flora. It's very, very good for your digestion and everything else. It's got lots and lots of stuff. I think you have a 1 pound from Mountain Rose. Okay, the Mountain Rose herbs, very good. But again, I'll give you a good idea of what this looks like. Just all kind of chopped up, and it's the root of the plant. So what we do is, let me get my notes here, and we'll get going on it. Hey, Grammy Karen, hello. And while you're here, I just want to say thank you to all my mods for being here and all the work that you do. You guys are awesome, and I thank you so much for all of that. So, kind of, Dave, it's not quite as much as like lilies or something like that, but there are roots that you do use, and it kind of grows in a clump. They don't grow out so much as they grow down, but oh, you're welcome. But yes, you can chop it up and divide the plant, and it's a perennial. It will reseed itself in the fall. So when you dig it up, you don't want to take the whole plant. You want to leave some so that it can reseed and start growing again. You do want to let it grow 2 to 3. You're welcome, Alicia. You want to let it grow 2 to 3 years before you start harvesting the roots, because you want them to get nice and big, like a carrot type of root, and then you can start harvesting those. As soon as you take them out of the ground, you want to clean them and slice them or cut them up somehow and start dehydrating them right away. You don't want to let them sit around like you would carrots or something. They need to be kind of used right away. So drying them is the most effective way, because from that you can make your teas, you can make your tinctures, your syrups, all the different kinds of things like that. So it is hardy to zone 3. Yay for all of us northern growers. It was a folk remedy for thousands of years, actually, to help treat digestive, respiratory, and skin conditions. So those are the 3 main things: digestive, respiratory, and skin. Hey, Sean, hello. Yes, you only missed half an hour. Yes, there's self-sowing, absolutely. So in ancient Egyptian times, they actually made because the root, the inside is kind of like okra. It's got this kind of mucilage, gelatinous stuff, inside. And so they would take that and actually make a confection from the root, and that's where they got marshmallows from. And for, up until the late 1800s, that's what they used, until they started incorporating like corn syrup and some of the different things that we know today as marshmallows. But the original marshmallows came from the root of the mallow plant. And so the reason they call it marshmallows is because they grew really well along marshes and riverbanks, close to the sea, damp areas. It really likes that. So if you're going to be growing it at home, I would imagine maybe something that's semi-shade, but stays, damp and different things like that. Not full sun, sandy soil. It won't survive that well. However, it is a great survivor. It does well if you totally neglect it. It will do that. So awesome. Oh, that's great, Mark. You can start it from seed, and I actually have some seed here. Let me see if you can see this here. This is the company I got mine from. I'm not sure if, it's Strictly Medicinal LLC, and it's organic marshmallow. Julie, oh yeah, I wonder if Mountain Rose Herbs has these seeds too. So, Sean, probably anywhere on your property. Marshmallow grows in the dense forest in the lowlands. You chew it often, it's tasty and sweet. Awesome. Oh, that's so great. I'm glad to have people here who've used it and done this. So in my series all last summer were things that I've actually grown and done so that I could speak well from that. So now I'm kind of venturing out into some others that I'm going to be growing, but I haven't yet. So your input is very, very wonderful. Awesome. Sean, I had to hold my breath there for a second. Make sure we were okay. But you can also powder this up, put it in a capsule form. It's used for cough syrups. You can make cough syrup out of it. You can put, the powder into skin products. If you do any type of skin products, though, for it, because it's really, really good for skin conditions, I would test it out first. Don't, make a whole big batch of lotion and smear it all over your body to find out that you're allergic to it, or that you break out in hives, or you've got some other kind of reaction that would just be horrible. So it's best to test, maybe a little spot on your arm or leg or something like that. So I don't know if I said this before, but you can start it from seed indoors, or you can direct sow it into the garden, wherever you sow. Yeah, you want to do that. So anyway, so yeah, it's much like okra. The root of the mallow plant, the mucilage in there has the highest percentage of the gooey stuff in there. They call it mucilage. It comes in the late fall and winter is when it's the highest content of that. So you don't want to be harvesting in June or July or something like that. Wait until, in the States anyway, wait until, your fall time where you can harvest and stuff like that. Let me check here, Dave. Let me scoot down here. Skin irritation, it's an anti-inflammatory. Helps relieve skin irritation caused by, furunculosis, eczema, dermatitis. It contains 20%. It's found that an ointment containing 20% marshmallow root extract reduced skin irritation. So if you make something with beeswax and, almond oil or something like that to get your thing, and then you have powdered marshmallow root added to it. I would add a little bit of arrowroot, then that helps make it creamy. But make sure that it's about 20%, so 1/5, 1 part to 5 parts of that kind of stuff. So is rose mallow the same as marshmallow? Let me get back to that real quick. David says the herb stimulates certain cells that have an anti-inflammatory activity. And so, yeah, definitely do a patch test down there. It also helps heal wounds, and it compares really well to antibiotic controls like, and Neosporin type of things and everything. So again, add it to a cream or an ointment or something like that. Gelatinous. Oh, that's such a good word, isn't it? Okay, let me see. Rose mallow. Oh, yeah, like okra, the marshmallow plants are known for their mucilaginous properties. I don't know if, Julie, would you happen to know if the rose mallow is related to hollyhock? So yes. Okay, thank you, Howie. Thank you. Yeah, I only was studying the marshmallow, not the others. Oh, there we go. The rosea, the garden variety hollyhock is very similar to marshmallow, may be used interchangeably, yet its roots are considered an adulterant to marshmallow root in commerce. Marshmallow is native to North Africa, Western and Central Asia, the Caucasus, China, and much of Europe, from Denmark and the UK south to the Mediterranean. Grandma Karen, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. Sandy, yes, I do grow comfrey. So, add a little chocolate to the cough syrup. You can certainly do that. Absolutely. One of the links I put in there actually gave you recipes how to make the teas, how to make the syrups and stuff like that. So there was just so much information I couldn't just tell it to you. So I have the links so that you can end up checking it out yourself and having all of that right there for you. So it was originally grown, it has naturalized now in the US, Europe, and Australia in marshy areas. So it was originally grown in monasteries and country gardens in medieval times because it was such a great medicinal. This popular herb is now cultivated for commerce in Germany, Hungary, Croatia, Italy, France, and Bulgaria. So, but the Romans considered it a dish. There was a delicacy. Mallow was boiled and fried with onions and butter. So think about that. Taking it and frying it with, boiling it and then frying it with onions and butter in the Arabic-speaking countries of the Middle East and Asia in times of famine or crop failure. So they actually used it as a food too. And because of the high medicinal content, I mean, it kept them healthy. It's actually very, very high in, very highly nutritious. It's exceptionally rich in vitamins A, B, and C, along with calcium, magnesium, and potassium. So, can it possibly cause upset stomach and dizziness? I will get to some of the cautions on the precautions on that in a second, but oh, good, Sandy. Yeah, I'm going to be splitting mine again this fall, and I've got a list, or this spring, I've got a list of a few people. Dave, you're one of them, of people who need some comfrey root and to be able to start their own. So let me know if you need this. Sandy, if you need one, let me know. Send me an email so that I have your information. Yeah, wouldn't that be kind of cool? So it grows wild here. That's so great. Well, you have a nice moist climate there too. It can be used to thicken soups and stews. So if you take this, again, powder it up, or use the gelatinous stuff that's inside. You can use that to help thicken your stews and everything. That'd be great. I think you can grow these in pots for a while. You want the roots to be able to have room to grow and to extend down. So you could do it in the pot maybe for the first year, and then I would definitely find a place for it. Yes, I have that set aside for you, Dave. Great to soothe and nurture the food with gelatinous going through your tummy. Yes. And hi, Ivy Acres Homestead. Hello. They said that with the gelatinous stuff, it ends up kind of coating your like your intestines and stuff like that, and it helps to soothe, especially if you have really bad digestive issues or if you have really sore things going on inside, and even UTIs, different things like that. It helps to coat it and soothe it so that whatever you're eating and drinking is not irritating it as badly. However, you do have to be careful of medications with that, so I will get to that in a second. So, Dave, marshmallow root refers to the underground runners. Is that the only thing to say about root? I guess so. Okay, so for harvesting them, again, after the second or third fall after planting, use a sharp spade to harvest the roots in the late fall after the plant has died back, but before the ground freezes. It's possible to harvest without killing the plant, so take care to replant the crown after removing a portion of the root. So if you have a big root and it's like you're cutting off half of it, then you can plant it down and it will reset. So, okay. Hey, Sand Hollow Homestead, hello. So maybe good for heartburn. That could be for Crohn's and ulcers. Yeah, so it can help. Let me see the digestive part here. Yes, digestive conditions, including constipation, heartburn, and intestinal colic. You want to take, so you can make an extract of it too. So again, with this, I can soak it, in a, whatever would need to be the extract part of it. They didn't say. So, but anyway, I can make an extract from that. And then, just like making syrup with that. But imagine boiling it down, different things like that. But you would take it 2 to 5 milliliters of liquid extract 3 times a day. So, and it helps to repair gut lining. They said it might help support heart health. It's an antioxidant. It's a pain reliever because it's got an analgesic in it. It's a diuretic. So it can support really overall urinary health. Helps the body to flush out excessive fluid, and it cleans out your kidneys and bladders. So you're right, Alicia. Everything, and it depends on your system. It depends on, it's just like some people are allergic to apples or, bananas or something like that. So it all depends on the individual and, how easily you can do it. Now, again, if you're going to start taking it on like a medicinal level, and again, this is not like, a medical type of thing. So disclaimer here, I'm not doing that, but always check with your doctor. If you're on medications, always check with your doctor, especially if you're on medications, to make sure that this isn't going to react badly with it. What they do suggest, because it does coat the lining of your stomach and the lining of your intestines and everything, when you take medications, you need to have that absorbed through the linings, but this will help protect those linings. So if you're taking medications, it's not going to get through that. So what they suggest is to take your medications at least 1 hour before you would take any marshmallow root. So, Sandy, I would imagine you probably could. I have not grown it yet, so I would think, it's worth a try. It's worth a try. So, oh, thanks, Debbie. Appreciate it. Hey, JIT Preparedness. Hello. Yeah, so that's Will, right? You changed your picture, your name. So, well, thank you, Howie. You're so sweet. But yes, so again, medications, take them an hour before this to make sure that your body is absorbing the meds, and then you can take this. So just make sure, yep, you do that. In Russia, the root syrup is sold without a prescription by pharmacies, and it's intended to treat minor respiratory ailments. So yes, it's meant to treat coughs and colds, bronchitis, respiratory tract diseases that have a formation of mucus in your lungs. So, I don't know. They don't say anything about asthma, because that would be a continuous thing. This you do not want to take longer than 4 weeks. If you need it longer than that, you have to take a full week off from using it before starting it again. So you don't want to take it on a regular basis like you would vitamin C or anything like that. It's meant to help take care of a momentary illness in that way, not something that's a chronic illness. Let me see. So yeah, so you can make syrup, cough syrup, you can make teas, you can make capsules, you can do tinctures, you can do extracts. It's all kind of creams and ointments. There's all kinds of things that you can do with this. And so possible side effects. Yes, again, on skin, it could cause a skin irritation. Avoid if you don't use if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, if you have diabetes, or if you have a scheduled surgery within 2 weeks. So those are the cautions there. It's also, this is not meant to replace any doctor-approved treatment plan, meant to enhance it, kind of help it out. And if you've got a good doctor, I have a really good one who's very much on board with the natural things that I do and take, and I'll let him know exactly what I'm taking, and he goes, okay, that sounds good. And he knows that, I don't like doing meds if I don't have to, and, he's, oh, Marius, you suffer from chronic bronchitis. Oh, yeah, you talk to your doctor, or maybe if you can get a naturopath or something and just see if this is something that you could do. I don't know, but grows here everywhere. Kind of resembles a leaf style of a geranium. Yes. They also can grow anywhere from 2 to like 6 feet high. So think about that when you are planning a place for it. It looks very much like a weed, but it's not. It's like, so you first aid for, oh, good. Well, awesome. Oh, that's so good. Your best friend also suffers from, oh, yeah, just, anything natural that can help. And, at some point, maybe it ends up, just having to, maybe partially heal some areas. There was one story that I read through all of this, that there was this young girl, I think she was 10 or 12 years old, something like that. And she had really, really bad UTIs. And that was really, between the UTIs and the medication, it was just tearing up her urinary tract system. Well, the doctors were, they were just like kind of at their end. They said they just need surgery. We have to go in and do surgery to repair this. Well, the mom was like, you know what, I need to back off. This is a child here, and it's like, that's pretty radical. So let me check into things. So they started doing marshmallow root. I think it was the tea. I think they were doing, I don't know the story in front of me, so I'm not sure. It was on one of the sites that I did. Hey, Debs, how are you doing? So anyway, she started doing the tea. I think it was, yes, they started with a quart a day. I did that for a couple weeks or a month or something like that. And then they were able to move down to 1 cup twice a day, and then eventually go down to 1 cup once a day, and then like maybe a couple times a week. So they were able to gradually go down, and within 18 months, and with stuff that's natural, it does take a while to help our body heal again. But after 18 months, she was completely healed. Everything was good, and there's absolutely no need for surgery. And so it healed her totally. And so I love those kind of stories, if you just can find the right thing and find, and just persist with it, and know that it's doing something good for your body, and to allow, to help your body to heal. Our bodies are amazing things. They're just wonderful things. They really are. And, so that we can, help it along it's just a great thing. It really, really is. So, anyway, that's about all I have on the marshmallow. Again, the links below, two places that you can actually buy the a pound or more. You can get a quarter, I think a fourth of a pound is the least for like $3.75 or something, and then 1 pound was $8.50. So this was definitely a better buy. I haven't gotten to the bunch of these, but what I want to do is put some of this in, because just a plastic bag that's not vacuum sealed. I want to put some in a jar and vacuum seal it up so it's really good for a while, and then put some in Mylar bags in different things, and then some just in my herb area where I can have it ready for stuff. And probably grind some up and make some lotions out of them. You know, just have it here for different uses. Be able to make some for tea, different stuff that I would need as something comes along. So thank you, Deb. Appreciate that so much. All right. So Tatler lids and marshmallow root, and yes, my garden tip again. As you order your seeds, start thinking about how you're going to save, which ones you want to save. And if you need to, get a good seed saving book, everything. So my prep tip for the night is, I don't know if any of you follow Papa Pepper or not. He is amazing. He is a smart guy and he knows his stuff. But anyway, he was talking about the shortages that have been happening with all the weather in the last week, you know, with the especially the snow in the south and the different things that have been happening. So there were people, he said there was no propane available to heat campers and houses. They were out of everything for people to survive the cold. And, you know, when it gets down to 5 degrees or 0 or even below that you guys had never experienced before and you're not ready for, and all of a sudden you're using, you know, 10 times as much propane as you normally would, and you need to go get it. And anyway, you know, just not that I want to label us all preppers, but it's a mindset. It's a mentality that we need in just looking ahead and saying, what do I have in case of the situation? You know, and it's like, just like I'm saying, but saying for like 6 months, you know, start getting your seeds, because last year everybody ran out of them. Start getting your pots, your soil, your different things that you need now for a few months from now, so that you can have those things ready and available. So, and it's just like for us in canning, preparing food, growing our food, making sure that we have something that we don't have to depend on the stores for. Exactly, Alicia. And so we have to think of contingencies. So think of what we have on hand in the event of an unexpected weather or crisis. The South, oh my goodness, you guys have gone through massive hurricanes in the last 6 months, you know, hurricanes and you know, the snow and the cold and the ice and the different things like that. And it's like, you're set up, your buildings are built for hot weather. You're set up for, you know, mild climates, for hot climates. You're not used to any of that. So to just the same as up here, you know, we're kind of used to the cold. We know how to deal with it when it's 20, 30 below, you know, and we know what we need to have. We know what we need to do to prepare to get everything together. Now, if we didn't have any of that and all of a sudden we had 3 or 4 months of 100+ weather, that would be quite wearing on us. I mean, we do get 100+ weather, but for a short period of time. And, you know, but it does put a drain on our systems. It does put a drain on, you know, the electric companies and different things like that. So thank you, Howie, so much coming in. So yeah, so water, there were a lot of people that caught on and prepared. Yes, Kristen, you did pretty well, even with the power outages. Oh, good. Order a camp stove. Nice. That's a great idea. Oh, thanks, Howie. You saw some people setting up tents inside their house. Oh, there you go. Try to get a smaller area contained where you can have body heat in there and take care of that. Yeah. You're right, Sandy. It is harder in the city. Absolutely. Thank you, Robin. I'm sorry I didn't see you here earlier, but thank you for coming. So as winter approaches, think about maybe getting an extra propane tank. Don't have just what you would normally use. Buy an extra one or two for that season. You can always use it through the next year for your grill or whatever it is, but just think about having a couple extras. Have enough water on hand, like Kristen, or at least a source that you can filter. You guys got, in Arkansas, they were getting 2 and 3 feet of snow. Okay, a hole, you got 2 to 3 feet of snow. Get out there, gather that snow, bring it in, melt it, whatever you can do to have some water. But just kind of have those thoughts in place. It's just like if you have, a fire escape plan in your home or your office or something like that. It's like, okay, in case of a fire, we're going to use this exit, we're going to use that exit, we can go out this window, that type of thing. We have to plan the same for being without water, being without power, and different things like that. So, yes. Yeah, some of the cheap emergency blankets, having sleeping bags exactly rated for cold temps, not just for 45 degrees. Different things. That's very good, Debbie. Absolutely. And then to think about, will your animals be okay? Do you have enough hay that you could surround them with so that they could at least be cozied in? Do you have enough wood if you heat with wood? Could you live without electricity for a week? Plan for these things happen. And I know I'm not set up completely for if I were to lose electricity in the middle of the winter. My plan would be I'd have to go somewhere to be with somebody that I know who has that set up. So I just haven't been able to adjust my house to that kind of thing. So, if you don't have it, at least have a plan of where you can go for that. But again, in the South, you guys couldn't even travel anywhere. Because you don't have plows. Mary, thank you so much. That was so great. So you did end up melting snow. Oh, I know. Well, that's what it is. What did they say? It's 12 inches of snow to 1 inch of water, I think is what it is. So yes, it does take a lot of snow. So you have to really pack in there or collect a lot. If you have a cooler, fill it up with snow. If you have, big tubs and buckets and stuff, fill up a lot of it. So, yes, that I do, Matt. I do need one of those. So, anyway, the other thing is to think about your neighbors and others that you know who might not be able to get out. The elderly, the infirm, make sure you check on them to see if they're okay and if they need anything. Even if you can bring a few jars of food that doesn't need to be heated up or something that's already cooked. Just something to think about those others around you. If you have a tractor or plow in the front of your truck or something, get out there and try to help people out. So anyway, hey Philly, hello. 369 Garden, good night. Dave, after you had bad ice storm and lost your food, you grabbed a generator. Okay. That's true. That is very true. It is. So it is on my list of things that I need to get and need to do. So I'm just hoping and praying I have enough time before anything would happen to be able to get that. So, all right, guys, I think I have everything covered. Let me see. My garden tip, all about marshmallow root. Hope you guys learned something here tonight. And it sure was fun. It was fun. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Plus, you can stay warm. Can't really stay warm with a freezer full of meat. But, oh, wow. Okay, Kristen. They retired. Oh, yeah, they knew how to deal with that. Yeah, I hear you. So, all right. You guys, thank you so much for coming, and I really appreciate you being here and all your support and your love, and that you like what I do. And don't forget to share this. Hey, Eli, hello. Yeah, don't forget to share and let people know about what we're all doing here. And you guys take care. God bless, and always have hope. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.